Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of the Blackbird Grimoire. Welcome to the daily forecast for Thursday, June 20th, 2024. It is the day of Jupiter. We have a waxing gibbous moon. We are moving from Gemini season to Cancer season. We're in the Celtic tree month of Oak, a deer season. We're in the Pluto retrograde. And today it is finally Letha, midsummer, summer solstice, whatever it is you choose to call it. We are all celebrating this strength of the sun and enjoying the day. So, speaking of Cancer, a few little quick facts about the sign of Cancer. We will be noticing a mood shift. Cancer is a cardinal water sign, and it is ruled by the moon, and it is known for its emotionality, its desire for human connection, and doesn't always react very well to very rational, hard-hitting, this is black and white the way that it is. Cancer sees nuance. Cancer flows, and Cancer, if ignored, can turn into a tidal wave that will wash you away. So keep that in mind as we get further into this particular astrological season. And as it is Letha, we have all sorts of fun things we can do. I found this cute little cheat sheet that gives you some ideas of harvest and drying herbs, particularly St. John's wort. It is traditional to collect that on this day, celebrating the sun. Probably by the time you're watching this, you've already missed the sunrise. But you be out and outside as much as you can, especially if you are getting the sun and you're not getting any stupid rain, and watch the sunset. Just really revel in it. Doing crafts with sunflowers is a fun thing to do. Decorating your altar if you already haven't. I mean, I hope you have, but decorating your altar, making appropriate offerings, having your ritual, having a bonfire and a feast. I know it's a Thursday, so you may not be able to do that tonight, but the solstice is kind of a 5-day cycle, so you could push that part off to the weekend, and it still technically, counts. And bake summer solstice breads or do summer solstice treats. I think I'm going to be doing lemon bars today. Just anything that is just giving you that sunshiny, uplifting energy and connecting to the gods and to nature. It's all about it today. We should be really treating our holidays as holidays. Now, for the astrology for today, the sun will begin the day in Gemini, mutable air, representing communication. And then at 3:51 p.m. Central Time, that's when it enters Cancer, that cardinal water sign. And the key word for this is really going to be intuition. Expect your intuition to be a bit heightened, because with the sun in Cancer, it's going to be probably a little bit easier for you to tap into your intuitive senses, especially if you are a water sign. The moon is second quarter Sagittarius, mutable fire, representing optimism. Mercury is in Cancer, cardinal water, representing hominess. Venus is in Cancer, cardinal water, representing frugality. Mars is in Taurus, fixed earth, representing purpose. Jupiter is in Gemini, mutable air, representing questing. Saturn is in Pisces, mutable water, representing nostalgia. Uranus is in Taurus, fixed earth, representing renovation. Neptune is in Pisces, mutable water, representing imagination. And Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius, fixed air, meaning that we need to examine intentions and remember the mantra of reflect, heal, and evolve. So for our moon phase, waxing gibbous, so we are cultivating intention. So if you're wanting to do a bit of a magical working with the sun at its high to really feed that solar energy into your manifestation, which I believe the full moon, if I remember rightly, is actually tomorrow. So this is kind of your last big push before the big moment. This would be a good time to be doing that. I know there's some disagreements amongst various traditions about whether or not it's okay to do magic on the holidays, but I find that's a really good time, because so many people are feeding into the magical batteries for this. Just the tone is raised because so many pagans are doing things on this day. So I think it'd be a shame to let all that energy go to waste, but that's just my view. For the Sagittarius moon, remember to do philosophy, do go outdoors, don't get caught in confined spaces or giving or receiving unsolicited advice or pointless arguing. And also with the pointless arguing, It is a holy day, a pagan holy day. So we probably shouldn't be getting into conflict if we can at all avoid it. And that would include on social media. All this year on social media, it has really been my custom to have just posts, all day that are really focusing on, the holiday at the time, whether it's things to do, links to, music that can be played or ambience or anything like that. Although since Twitter's been not really making the links show up very well for me lately, I don't know if I'll continue to do that part. Um, but it's about keeping the focus where it needs to be, and I think infusing the focus of our pagan holy days on our social media, I think that does raise the tone a little bit, and also just making that choice to not engage with extraneous issues on those days. I think you would find that you would really enjoy the day so much more if you're just not being distracted by the pettiness. The pettiness will still be there tomorrow. Do we really have to deal with it today? Just tossing that out there. So on this day, Jupiter, the solstice is here, and Jupiter in Gemini wants to go a roving, and the Sagittarius moon is seeking growth and enjoyment. So it really is the perfect day for feasting and fun. We have wonderful astrological conditions for this. Enjoy your ritual, enjoy the company of your family and friends. Even if you can't have, a big celebration today, I hope at least you're doing something very special for dinner and marking the occasion and making it a special time for yourself and also for your kids if you have them. Pass this tradition on. Our tarot for the day is very appropriate. He is the Knight of Scrolls, and he's subtitled The Visionary. His keywords are healer, traveler, and mystic. So the solstice sun shines brightly. Tap into this energy to envision what's coming and what you can bring into being. If you chose a divination spread yesterday, you'll be very glad today because I suspect we're going to be getting uncommonly good results from our divination efforts today if the visionary popping up in the card of the day is any indication. So see what you can see. Today's Celtic triad reads three things which will not benefit heirs: a miser's wealth, the praise of tavern companions, and feats of sport. So a miser's wealth, if the parent is a miser and they might be very good at hoarding money, but that's not the same thing as effective management. And it certainly is not teaching children the value of money, because part of the value of money is teaching them how money is supposed to be used. Ultimately, it is a tool, not an end in and of itself. So if someone is miserly, they're not actually teaching their children how to respect and how to handle money. Praise of the tavern. This would, of course, be referring to people who perhaps imbibe more than they should on a regular basis. And friends who put alcohol at the center of their judgment are seldom good judges of character. So if people who are perhaps not exercising good judgment themselves, getting praise for them, it doesn't really mean very much. And so, of course, that wouldn't benefit someone. And then feats of sport. Feats of sport is all very well in its place. It's a good time. People they can challenge themselves, and it's really remarkable what some people are able to physically do. But that isn't the center of the universe. It isn't the end all be all. I mean, and remember, even people who are talented enough to make sport their career, there's a time limit on how long they can do that. Nature does not allow you to go on in that kind of activity for forever. So you have to have more in your life. You have to have something else you can point to, and you need to have a legacy that goes beyond that. And that's just really what this verse is saying. Today's intention is healing. The color is green. The plant is the oak tree. The animal is the toad, and the crystal is the green jasper. One of my personal maxims is "Which heal thyself." And on the solstice, especially with its connection to the gathering of St. John's wort and its beneficial effects upon people's mental states, this is a good time to do some healing magic and just to say, I want to leave what has hurt me behind. I want to, whatever is ailing me, I want to put that into the past. I want to get beyond that. And the desire to actually heal is incredibly important, because if you're fighting the process, not only will the process take longer, the process might not take place at all. So our attitude towards this really does matter, and conquering those beliefs and rejecting beliefs that we can't and that we'll never see progress. I cannot underestimate how important it is just to say that to that whole mindset, no, just no, I'm going to get better. And then for today's pagan practice, it's Thursday, so it's still a good day to honor hearth deities, still a good day to work on your throat chakra and to learn about your Jupiter sign, and of course, celebrate Letha. And part of that is perhaps going on lookout for the fairies this evening. They have been known to be somewhat visible to the naked eye on these occasions. And of course, this is a time when the veil is actually thin. The next time the will really have conducive conditions for this will be Samhain. So definitely take the chance to do this, especially since it's usually a bit more comfortable to go looking for the fairies, and you're more likely to encounter good-humored ones during the summer solstice than you would at Samhain. So consider that in your calculations. Now, today's journal prompt: what does the summer solstice mean to you? I've tossed out some good information about it. I've expressed a little bit about what it means to me, but the real question is, what does it mean to you? So I hope you have fun contemplating that, and I hope you have very smooth rituals. I hope you have wonderful and tasty feasts. I hope you enjoyed the company of everyone celebrating with you. I just hope this is just a really good day for you overall and that you make the most of this occasion. But let me know what you're up to in the comments below. I would love to hear about your plans. So please don't be bashful. Fill me in. And I, of course, will see you guys in the next edition of the Daily Forecast tomorrow. But bye for now and happy solstice.